Hello everyone. So today I wanted to talk about my training for my first ever full marathon coming up December 3rd. It's the California International Marathon, which is 26.2 miles. The farthest I've ever ran on my own was 22 miles just through the town. And that took me about 2 hours 52 minutes with all the stopping at lights and whatnot. Now, in the past, I've ran 3 half marathons with the no training and done pretty well. But also in the past, I've also just ran at the pace that felt good, which is about a 5.5, 6 minute pace. And that would only last 6 to 10 miles before I gassed out. So the thing I've been working on mostly over the last 3 weeks now, the last 8 workouts, is in order to run a 3-hour marathon, which is my life goal. I've just had that as a life goal. Even though I'm not a runner, I just feel like as a person, I should be able to achieve that goal. I have to run a 6 minute 52 second average mile for 26 miles, which is about to a little bit over a minute slower than my average mile that I run. So it's a little more chill, but it's a huge mental strength that I have to be able to just stay patient and run at that no matter how fast or slow I want to go. So for the first week, I ran 3 times and I ran at 15 minutes. 15 minutes isn't that long. A lot of people are like, what? You're training for CIM and you're doing a 15-minute run. That's where I'm starting so I don't get burnt out, because in the past, I would just run once or twice every 6 months, and I'd go out and run half marathon at a 6-minute pace. But so yes, the first week I did 3 15-minute runs. The first 15 minutes of 3 miles, 6:52 a mile. The second one was 6:57, so it was a little bit over, but the satellite was messed up, so it started out my mile a little late. And then the third run, I did a 6:23 average per mile. The second week, I bumped it up to 30-minute runs, and I still did 3 runs for the week. So I averaged 7:04 for the mile. Due to the satellite, it dropped it down a little bit. The second run, I did 6:17 a mile, which is a little faster than I should be going. And the third run, I did a 6:40 per mile, so that's a little bit closer to 6:52. I don't need to be at 6:52, because if I'm running at a 6:40, that gives me a little bit of leeway in case I slow down on some of those later miles, and I have some time to have a little play. The last 2 runs this week that I did, the first was 7 miles in 45 minutes and 20 seconds, so I bumped up to 45 minutes. I did a 6:43 mile. But the very first mile I ran at what I thought felt good, and it was about a 5:58, which was way too fast. Then the second one was a 6:14, then a 6:20, and then a 6:28, and then by the last couple of miles I got it to a 6:30 and a 6:40, averaging at a 6:43. And then the one I ran yesterday, I only dropped it to 32 minutes, just because I had eaten a banana right before and 8 ounces of water an hour before, and I got kind of a little bit of a stomach ache, and it was triple digits at 12:30. I picked sleep over running early, and I averaged 6:32 per mile for 32 minutes. So I'm on good pace. Next week I'm going to bump it up to an hour and do 2 runs, Wednesday and Sunday. That way it gives me time to rest in between. I'm doing minimal cycling, and I'm going to just keep trying to hold that average mile. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bump it up, do it an hour that week, and then the following week I'm going to try an hour 15, then an hour 30 on the second run. And if I'm still holding under a 6:52 average, I'm going to keep going up in time and get it up to about 2 hours, where I'll constantly run 2 hours twice a week, maybe just once a week, and with some small runs, just to get familiar with that long-term pace. So that way when I do the marathon, 3 hours won't be very long at all. But I just wanted to check in with you guys for the first 8 workouts. And you guys should check me out on Strava down below and follow my runs and my cycling if you don't already. And I'll check in with you guys after the next session of runs. Thanks for watching.